My name is Sarah. I am 27 years old. I live in a small apartment with my husband, Jake. We have been married for 2 years. Our life was simple, not perfect, but calm. We worked, we ate together, and we watched TV at night. Sometimes we laughed, and sometimes we argued, but I thought we were strong. 5 weeks ago, I gave birth to our baby girl. It was a hard day. I was tired and scared, but I was also very happy. When I first saw my baby, I cried. I held her close. She was small and soft, with tiny hands and tiny fingers. I felt a big, warm love in my chest. But something was different. My baby had very light hair, almost blonde, and her eyes were pale blue, very light and very bright. I have brown hair, and Jake has brown hair too. My eyes are dark brown, and Jake's eyes are also brown. So, when the nurse gave us our baby, Jake looked confused. He stared at her. He did not smile, and he did not say anything for a long time. I felt strange and worried. "Jake," I said softly, "she is beautiful, right?" He did not answer right away. He kept looking at the baby. Then he looked at me. His face was serious and cold. "Why does she look like that?" he asked. I blinked. "What do you mean?" "She doesn't look like us," he said, his voice low. "Her hair, her eyes. This is not normal." I felt my heart drop. I felt very hurt. "Babies can look different," I said. "Sometimes hair and eyes change later. It is normal." But Jake shook his head. "No, this is strange. This is not right." I did not understand. I was tired, and my body and head hurt. I just wanted peace. I just wanted to hold my baby and rest. "Please, Jake," I said. "Not now. I am tired. We can talk later." But he did not stop. He kept looking at the baby like she was a problem, like she was not his. That moment stayed in my mind. I could not forget it. I felt scared and alone. The next day we went home. I was still weak and moved slowly. My sister Emma came to help me. She cooked, cleaned, and helped me hold the baby. She smiled at my daughter and said, "She is so cute." That made me feel better. But Jake was different. He was too quiet. He did not hold the baby much, and he did not talk to me much. He stayed in another room. Sometimes I saw him just staring at nothing. One night, he came to me. His face was serious again. "We need to talk," he said. I felt nervous. "Okay." He took a deep breath. "I want a paternity test." I froze. I could not move or speak for a few seconds. "What?" I asked slowly. "A paternity test," he said again. "I need to know if the baby is mine." My chest felt tight. I felt pain, not in my body, but in my heart. "Jake," I said, "what are you saying? Of course she is yours." But he shook his head. "I'm not sure. I need proof." Tears came to my eyes. I could not stop them. "I did not cheat," I said. "Never. I love you. Why would you think this?" He looked away. "I don't know, but this does not make sense." I felt angry now, angry and sad at the same time. Babies can be born with light hair. It can change later. This is normal. You can search online or ask a doctor. "I don't care," he said. "I want the test. If you say no, then maybe we should end this marriage." His words hit me very hard. End this marriage? I felt like I was falling into a dark place. I looked at my baby. She was sleeping, so peaceful and small. I did not want a fight or more stress. I was tired and weak from giving birth. "Fine," I said quietly. "We will do the test." Jake nodded. He did not say thank you or sorry. The next morning, he packed a bag. "Where are you going?" I asked. "To my parents' house," he said. "I need space." That word hurt too. "You are leaving me?" I asked. "Now, when I just had a baby?" "I need time to think," he said. "This is too much." I wanted to scream and cry loudly, but I didn't. I just stood there holding my baby. "Okay," I said, my voice soft and weak. He left. The door closed, and the house felt very empty. I sat on the couch and cried. I cried and cried. My baby woke up and started crying too. I picked her up and held her close. "It's okay," I whispered. "It's okay." But I did not feel okay. Days passed very slowly. Emma stayed with me and helped me every day. Without her, I don't know what I would have done. Jake did not come home. He stayed with his parents and did not call much, just short, cold messages. "How is the baby? Did you schedule the test?" That was all. No, "I miss you," or "Are you okay?" I felt very alone. One day, I got a call from his mother, Linda. I answered the phone. "Hello." Her voice was sharp. "Sarah, I heard everything." I felt nervous. "Okay. If that baby is not my son's child," she said, "I will make sure you regret it." I was shocked. "What?" "I did nothing wrong." "We will see," she said. "The truth will come out." Then she hung up. I stared at my phone, my hands shaking. I felt scared, angry, and tired. Why was this happening to me? I did nothing wrong. That night I held my baby close. I looked at her small face, her light hair, and her blue eyes. "She is yours," I whispered. "She is ours." But Jake was not there to hear it, and that hurt the most. The next few days felt very long. Each hour felt heavy. I stayed at home, feeding, changing, and holding my baby girl. I tried to smile for her, but inside I felt empty. My body was still weak. Sometimes I felt dizzy or had pain in my back, but I had no time to rest. My baby needed me. Emma was kind and patient, cooking simple meals and cleaning. One afternoon, she insisted I sleep while she watched the baby. I lay on the bed, but I could not relax. Jake's words played again and again in my head. "I want a paternity test. I need proof." Later that evening, my phone buzzed. It was a message from Jake. "Did you set the appointment for the test?" No, "Hello." No, "How are you?" Just the test. I felt anger rise inside me. I typed slowly. "Yes, it is tomorrow morning." He replied, "Good." The next morning, I dressed my baby in a soft pink outfit. She looked so innocent. Emma and I went to the clinic. Jake was already there. When I saw him, my heart moved because I really missed him. But he looked distant, like a stranger. "Hi," I said softly. "Hi," he replied. That was all. No hug, no smile. He looked at the baby for a second, then looked away. A nurse called our names. The test was simple and quick, but it felt heavy. Afterward, we walked outside. "It will take a few days," Jake said. "I know," I replied. I wanted to fix this, but I didn't know how. "Jake, I did not cheat." He looked at the ground. "We will see." Those words hurt more than before. "I already know," I said quietly. "She is your daughter." He did not answer. The waiting time was the worst. I checked my phone constantly, but nothing came. At night, I listened to my baby's breathing and whispered that everything would be okay. Linda called again, her voice cold. "We are waiting for the results." "I know," I said. "You should be worried," she added. "I am not," I said. She laughed and said, "If you lied to my son, you will pay for it." I felt so tired of it all. On the fourth day, I got a message from the clinic. "Your test results are ready. Please come in." My heart started beating very fast. I told Emma, and she said, "Let's go together." I messaged Jake, and he replied quickly this time, "I'll meet you there." At the clinic, we sat in a small room with white walls. Everything looked clean but felt heavy. I held my baby close. Jake sat next to me, but the space between us felt bigger than the room. A nurse brought a paper, smiled briefly, and left. The truth was on the table. Jake's hands were shaking as he picked up the paper. He took a deep breath and opened it. I watched his face. His eyes moved quickly, then suddenly stopped. He looked shocked and frozen. I didn't need to see the poem, but I asked, "What does it say?" He did not answer. I leaned closer. The probability of paternity was 99%. A warm, strong relief rose inside me. I was right. I looked at Jake, who still looked like he couldn't believe it. All the pain, the fear, and the lonely nights came out. "I told you so," I said. My voice was strong. Then I laughed. It was a tired, hurt laugh. I laughed because I survived and because he was wrong. Jake looked at me, now appearing angry. "Why are you laughing?" he asked. "Because I told you again and again." "This is not funny," he said, his voice louder. "I know. It was not funny when you left me or said I cheated." His face became red. "I was confused," he said. I shook my head. Not everyone would leave their wife after she just had a baby. He stood up suddenly. "You don't understand." "I understand everything," I said. "You didn't trust me." We started arguing. "You laughed at me," he said. "That is cruel." "Cruel?" I repeated. "You asked for a test like I am a liar. Is that not cruel?" "You made me look stupid," he said. I laughed softly. "You did that yourself." He told me to stop, but I refused. I stayed quiet for days. I cried and waited. "Now you can listen. I was in pain, and you left me." "I needed space," he said. "You needed trust," I replied. He stayed silent. Emma walked in, and I told her, "It's done. He is the father." Jake picked up his jacket. "I need to go back to my parents' house. I need to think." I felt so tired. "You had many days to think," I said. He walked out, leaving me behind again. But this time, I felt calm because I knew the truth. Emma touched my shoulder. "Are you okay?" I nodded. "I think so." I looked at my baby. "You hear that? He is your dad." Later at home, I thought about Jake's doubt and his silence. Linda called again, her voice less strong. "Jake is upset. You should not laugh at him." I replied, "And he should not accuse me." She said he would come home when he was ready. I didn't know if I was ready for him anymore. I asked myself, what happens now? The next few days were clear, like the calm after a storm. Jake messaged, "I need more time." I did not reply. I focused on my baby. She was growing and starting to smile. I told her we were strong. Emma left after another week, and the house was quiet again. I asked myself if I could trust him again. The answer didn't come fast. I remembered his coldness and his demand for proof. "No," I whispered, "not yet." One evening, Jake knocked on the door. He looked tired, and his eyes were red. He asked to come in, and I let him. He looked at the baby and said she looked bigger. Can I hold her? I hesitated for a second, then gave her to him. He held her carefully. She's beautiful, he said quietly. Then he said, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I didn't trust you, I hurt you. I listened, but my heart was careful. I thought, I don't know what I thought, he said. You thought I cheated, I said. Yes. He admitted he missed her first days and my pain. I want to fix this, he said. I want to be a family again. I told him honestly that I didn't know. Trust is broken. It is not easy to fix. He said he would try. I told him it takes real time. You left me when I needed you most. That is not small. He agreed. I told him he could stay and be a father, but we were not okay as a couple yet. You need to stay even when it's hard, I said. He agreed. That night, he stayed and helped with the baby. It was a start. We are talking more now, small steps. Some days are good, some are not. I don't hide my feelings anymore. Trust is everything. Without it, love is weak. I learned that I am stronger than I thought. I can protect my child and I won't accept disrespect. My name is Sarah. This is my story, and if there is one lesson, it is this. Trust the person you love. Listen before you judge. And never leave someone when they need you the most. Because some pain can be healed, but some pain stays for a long time.